Good evening, football fans from all over the world, and you're joined today by me, Misha, and my host Omar to talk everything World Cup 2026. So we're going to be talking all the main topics. We're English, so the main team we're going to be following throughout this tournament is England. We're also going to be talking group winners, who we think potentially will win this World Cup, and on top of that, top goal scorer, bogey teams to watch out for, and teams that may even flop on this tournament, because trust me, from what I'm hearing, it's a lot of humid, there's a lot of heat out there, teams are going to fumble the bag. So that's what we're here to do, to break it down. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to talk about England's team selection. So we've now got Thomas Tuchel in charge, ex-Chelsea manager, Champions League winner, in charge of England. We'll start there. I think it's the right call to bring him in, but it's different to what Gareth Southgate's probably done in the last couple of tournaments, let's just say. So we'll talk about his team selection, because there was a lot of noise going around when he picked this team. So I'll leave it to Omar to tell you guys who he's gone for his team selection.
So it's goalkeepers. He's gone for Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, and James Trafford. As defenders, Dan Burn, Mark Gay, Reece James, Ezri Konsa, Tino Livramento, John Stones, Jarrell Kwanzaa, and Jed Spence.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, and Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah, your boy Man City.
Class him as a midfielder though, but midfield, we've gone with Elliot Anderson, Jude Bellingham, Abrishe Eze, Morgan Rogers, Jordan Henderson, Kobe Mainoo, and Declan Rice. And as attackers, Anthony Gordon, Noni Madueke, Saka, Ivan Toney, Marcus Rashford, Ollie Watkins, and the big man himself, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. So 60 goals this year, mine as well, but we're going to get into all of that. So we'll start with his team selection to start with, because if I'm honest with you, there was a lot of noise, as I did mention, about his team selection.
Yeah,
and there's a few players on that list that are lucky to even be boarding that plane. And then there's also players at home that's probably itching their head thinking, I may not have had the greatest of seasons this year, but actually, do I deserve to be on this plane? So with that team selection, it made a lot of noise at the start, and it's one of those team selections that if he goes and wins the World Cup, nobody will remember who was on that plane, apart from who won that World Cup, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah? But if he doesn't do better than Gareth Southgate, because as much as we're going to get into Gareth Southgate, and if he deserved the World Cup, right, he got us to the final. And he did get a few times a lot of the nation together, but that's another conversation. We're going
He's still duffled the bag.
Yeah, he did. But I'm saying that so that list there, right? So if I look at that list there, Madueke, Ivan Toney, fair play to Ivan Toney. He's gone to chase the money. He's making his money. He's a goal scorer. If he scores the winner of the World Cup final, we're all calling his name for the next 60 odd years, right?
Yeah.
But does he deserve to be on that plane more than a Phil Foden, right?
Personally, I think Ivan Toney is. He
Yeah.
deserves to be on that plane, because yet again, obviously, he had the scandal when he was in England as well.
Yeah, the betting
so
scandal,
that might have tarnished his name, where the Premier League didn't want to go for him.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
But I was told Arsenal wanted him a
but
couple of
that's
seasons.
that's hearsay or
Chelsea
hearsay.
was making bids.
But I'm talking after it come in and he actually said that, man's done the scandal.
Yeah.
So when we're looking after that, there's only a few areas he could have gone for.
Yeah.
When you're looking at career-wise. So I feel personally, you can't really knock the man that he's gone over there.
Yeah.
But he's gone over there and he's actually scored.
Yeah.
He's actually done what he's paid to do.
Yeah.
And you got to think, he won not the Ballon d'Or. He won the
top
Golden
scorer.
Boot.
Yeah.
In front of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen, he's a lucky boy, right?
He is
He's a lucky boy, but I get what you're saying.
I don't think we have the strikers to be saying like you're not going to go onto that plane. So I feel like Ivan should be there, but when it comes to me, Nonu, I just
Madueke.
Yeah.
So he's a winger, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is why I mentioned Madueke and Ivan Toney. And listen, I don't even want to knock Ivan Toney too much, because he is a good striker, right? There's no doubt. Just because you're playing in Saudi Arabia, you can still score goals. Messi plays in... this is a completely different conversation, because Messi's one of the greats.
Yes.
But Messi isn't playing in a competitive league. Nobody's ever going to say, don't bring Messi. So I'm not saying he's in the same bracket as that, but it's an argument that if you're playing in a less competitive league, do you deserve the caller? So yeah, I guess the argument's there. I would probably say he's probably a lucky boy in the respect that he's still being watched over there. But you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess he's one of the ones that you can say. But Mad Wakey, right? And not only Mad Wakey, there's other people on that list because I can see now I'm looking at Elliot Anderson, who's having a good season, right? But over Phil Foden?
When you're looking at the midfields, I think Elliot Anderson does deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Because Elliot Anderson plays as a lower block.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at how we do play in the Premier League, we do play with two pivots.
Yes.
So when you're looking at Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson is probably one of the top.
Yeah.
When we're looking at going to this World Cup. So my argument's probably not with him.
Yeah.
But when you've got people like Jordan Henderson, right? I'm sorry. I'm putting Foden in front of that because
absolutely.
Yet again, Jordan Henderson for me can only play in one position, and that's his defender.
If he plays at all,
midfield.
If he plays at all, yeah.
But when you talk about Foden, yet again, he's had the same stats as Saka this season.
Yeah.
So stats wise, he should be there.
Absolutely.
But then as well, he can play left wing, right wing, midfield. He can play three positions.
And he's won so many things with Man City.
He's got the know-how to.
You know what I mean? For Thomas Tuchel, a winner,
yes,
to not pick a winner is beyond me. But as I said, like, there's other names. You know what I mean? There's so many names.
Well, there's Jarrell Kwanzaa as well for me personally. I understand it never worked out really at Liverpool. Yeah. But yet again,
I didn't even know he was even on that plane. So it's like you saying that man there could have been dropped, even if you haven't got plans to initially play Foden as your starting 11. Why bring a guy like who you just mentioned to the party if realistically he's just going to be a backup?
Well, I just think Jarrell Kwanzaa could have been Harry Maguire.
Yes.
I really do believe that. Even Tino Livramento, he has been very prolific in this season, but I think injury-wise, even for me, Man City boy, John Stones, I don't think I would be taking him.
Yeah, so John Stones is one that you would have dropped.
And Jarrell Kwanzaa probably.
So that would be Harry Maguire's
Maguire
and Phil Foden. Even though they're like different positions,
well, no,
but it's a body,
Jordan Henderson I would have took out
Yeah.
for Phil Foden, and probably Jarrell Kwanzaa I would have took out for Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Obviously, if John Stones is fit, then yes, I am taking him.
Over Harry Maguire?
No, I'm taking Jarrell Kwanzaa out. Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm looking at that now, John Stones, Harry Maguire.
Yeah, it's no-brainer. It's a
no-brainer for me.
Especially listen, Harry Maguire used to be a meme 4 years ago, right? Let's not sugarcoat it. 4 or 5 years ago, he was just a meme.
Yes, he
was. But I haven't heard many things about him in the last couple of years. You could say, I don't want to big up Man United too much because I'm a Chelsea fan, right? But they've had a half solid season. They put a bit of solid, and he's behind that.
Yeah.
So why has Tuchel said that? Like you said, he's going to bring this guy who's not even going to play at all over a guy who's actually respected, innit? You know? Yeah. But as I said, I'm not criticising Tuchel's team because, as I just mentioned, I'm a Chelsea fan. He won us the Champions League in 2020 year. I believe in him. So, you know, I'm not going to spend too much time beating on him because, as I said, if he wins, he's a hero. If he doesn't win, this conversation is going to be ringing for the next 4 years until the next tournament, or 2 years, should I say, to the Euros. Yeah. So for me, if I look at that team, I'll be real. The two players that three, because we hadn't even spoke about Cole Palmer. He's been.
Yeah, that's another.
He offers something different. He's been poor at Chelsea this year. You know, he's been very poor at Chelsea, and even as a Chelsea fan, saying that is, you know, quite a big statement. I think he's been very poor this year. I don't think he's deserved to be on that plane if you're talking this year.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be upset about that one, if I'm honest with you. I think where I'm a little bit like, hey, it's Phil Foden not going over some of these other little players that are just going to be in the background, like Henderson. You know, you could argue he's a captain and blah, blah, and all the rest of it. But, listen, unless you're on that pitch scoring all those goals or making things, I get there's someone in the background talking, but that's what coaches are for.
Yeah.
If we're going to put a little, you know, section together on starting 11 whilst we're talking about the team, I'll let you go first, so you can say who you would start this first game against.
So I'm playing a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
So back, goalkeeper, I'd have Jordan Pickford.
Yeah.
My two centre-backs would be John Stones and Mark Gay. As a right back,
gotta go Reece.
I would put Reece.
You gotta go Reece.
If he's fully fit,
you gotta go Reece.
Reece James.
Yeah.
Left back, I would go Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't play there. He is a midfielder, but he's been playing there this season and he's been amazing.
Trent being left out's a big statement, but we'll get back into that. Carry on, only because you said left back. So your left back, you're going Nico O'Reilly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then my midfield would be Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice, and Jude Bellingham as a cam.
Yeah.
And then right wing, I'd have Saka.
Yeah.
Left wing, Gordon, and striker, obviously Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Okay, so for my starting 11, I'll go Dean Henderson in goal. My left back, I'd go with Nico O'Reilly, like you said.
Yeah.
My two centre backs, John Stones and obviously Mark Gay.
Yeah.
Right back, Reece James. So we're pretty much even there, haven't we? We said the same back line, I would say.
Why did you choose Dean Henderson over Jordan Pickford?
I think Dean Henderson, I don't know, Jordan Pickford, for me, he's a good shot stopper, but sometimes he gets a bit emotional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gets a bit emotional, and sometimes I almost feel like that takes over his judgment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like Dean Henderson's a bit more of a calm, you know what I mean? He's just there in the background. He does what he needs to do. He saves.
Yeah.
He does what he does. I think I would probably go Henderson over Pickford for me. You know what I mean? Over the years watching them both. I know Jordan Pickford's been in the England squad a bit more, but you're a goalkeeper. You know your job, don't you? So, same formation would you, 4-2-3-1. So, the two midfielders I would go with, I think you're correct in saying Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice as two kind of like CDM
pivots.
Yeah, that
two
sort
pivots.
of that formation.
Yeah.
Ahead of them would be Jude Bellingham, obviously number 10 role, helping out when it's pressure, building forward with the attack.
Yeah.
And Saka on the right. It's a hard one, Anthony Gordon or Marcus Rashford. And the reason why I say that for is because Marcus Rashford's one of those players where, like, if he's on his day, he's almost unstoppable. And I'm not saying like he's you know, the best player we've ever seen, but he's a very good player. You know what I mean? I know he gets a lot of stick for his outside of antics, what he gets up to off the pitch, but I'm talking on the football pitch. If Marcus Rashford's at it, experience-wise, I personally think he's a bit more better than Anthony Gordon over the years, of course. Anthony Gordon or Marcus Rashford, I would probably say Rashford to start. And depending on how his game goes, you've got Gordon to bring on the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
And then up top...
The thing with me, though, Anthony Gordon, he loses the ball, he's running back.
Yeah. But that's down to Tuchel. That's down to Tuchel to get that out of him.
No. I mean? But Marcus Rashford, that's not really in his game.
Yeah.
Right? Where Anthony Gordon, that is in his game.
That's in his
For
game,
Newcastle, he is running back. He is defensively wise. So that's how I feel like we're going to need that in the World Cup. We can't
we're going to need it.
We can't have a Harry Kane going back instead of Marcus Rashford. Yeah. Because, again, we want Harry Kane to be at the top.
Yeah, I just think for me, I would go with that left wing Marcus Rashford and obviously up top Harry Kane. Depending on how Marcus Rashford plays, there's their choice to bring on Anthony Gordon. And then the second game you can do that. You know what I mean? But I think if I'm talking the first game ever, Dean Henderson, Nico O'Reilly, Mark Gay, John Stones, Reece James, Anderson, Bellingham, Saka, Marcus Rashford and Harry Kane's my starting 11.
Right.
But Declan Rice, of course, Declan Rice as well. But that's obviously, we'll leave that there. Obviously, that's both of our starting 11s. Slightly different. Two players, you chose Pickford, I chose Henderson, you chose Gordon, I chose Rashford.
Yeah.
So, you know, and he's had a decent season at Barca. But look, we won't spend too much time on...
Still not a starter at Barcelona.
He's not, but Barcelona's got higher quality again. Which is interesting because they've just bought Anthony Gordon, so they think what you think. So yeah, obviously moving on now. Staying with England, but moving on from our starting 11. What we'll talk about the groups because obviously you guys may know who's in our group, but we'll give you who's in our group. So there's England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. That's our group stage. We should be able to win that group. You know, this isn't a Croatia with young Modric and all the players that they had back when did they beat us again? Wasn't it? Yeah, they beat us in one of the Euros or whatever it was. So this isn't a group now looking at Croatia and thinking, oh, they're going to be a problem. I think they're not going to be a pushover, but I think they're a team that if you look at our team right now, number 9 in the world, we've got the best number 9 in the world. Whether you want to debate that's Haaland, whether you want to debate that's Harry Kane, they are both right now 2 of the best strikers in the world. And for my opinion, I think Harry Kane offers a little bit more. And not only that, he's been at that level since he started pretty much now. Do you know what I mean? We're not comparing Haaland to him. I'm just saying, I think we've got the best striker in the world, hands down, as of now. You know?
I could agree with
that. We should be going through that group. You know, whether it looks harder on paper than it does, I think that's a straightforward.
I think personally it does look harder on paper.
I think Croatia's a win. I think Ghana could be a win, and
I don't think Croatia's just a win.
No, you don't think it's a 2-1?
No, I think it's very difficult.
Yeah,
that game is.
Yeah.
The midfielder they've got, the experience they've got.
Yeah,
you can't just we're going to crush them. 2-1. I just think we're going to find that difficult, and as well because yet again we're in hot heat.
So staying on the topic of groups, we're going to go for our group winners who we personally think will win our group. So if we start at Group A and then make our way down to L, I'll start with you, Omar. Which 2 teams out of them Group A do you think is going to win in second?
Group A is looking very difficult, to be honest, because again, just like you said about Group D, I think that it's kind of...
It's level playing field. Yeah.
But if I'm going to have to pick, then I'd probably... South Korea, and Czech Republic, to be honest.
Okay, cool. So that's interesting. South Korea, I don't know much about them, so you know.
Well, I'm just going on Heung-min Son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is he still playing for them?
Yeah.
He's still going. Fair play.
Yeah. So
I will probably go with Mexico and South Africa, if I'm honest. I think Mexico because it's on their home turf. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have the crowd behind them. South Africa just because South Africa's used to this heat, I guess.
Yeah.
So Group B, moving on to Group B then, who's your 2 winners out of that group?
Yet again, that is a level playing field.
It really is, isn't it? When you look at it, I hadn't even really looked at that group.
Wow. I really don't know, actually, to be honest. But
Canada, it's in Canada, remember that as well.
Yeah, but tell me, Alphonso Davies, but he's a left back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're looking at Canadian stars, I know more Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're looking at, they've got the Switzerland, Brian Mbolo, the striker.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at players from that nation, I know a bit more Switzerland, Canadians, even Qatar. So to be honest, I'd go Switzerland and Bosnia.
I'm going to go Switzerland and Canada out of Group B. So moving on to Group C then, there's only 2 obvious there.
Yeah. Brazil and Morocco.
And Morocco for me as well. Listen, Scotland, I hope they make it through. They might have a bit of heart and passion because they still got decent players, but keep it short and simple. Brazil and Morocco. Scotland could be a surprise, but I'll go with those 2 as well. Group D, the one that we said was a bit of a tricky one.
I would still go with United States and Turkey though. Yeah.
I'm going to go United States and Australia. And the reason for it, Australia are a football nation, believe it or not. They're not known for being big into football, but they are passionate for it over there. Do you know what I mean? I think it's one of those because it's so far away. You don't really think of it too much.
Like I said, I'm just thinking just like Group B. I'm just thinking stars. I know a few more Turkey. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I'm looking on the biggest stages, they could be just extra spice. Do you know what I mean?
So United States and Turkey for you, United States and Australia for me. Yeah. Group E. Let's move on to this group. What group?
Germany. I don't know.
It's hard after that.
In Group E, probably Germany and Ivory Coast. I'd just
put them ahead of Ecuador.
I'll just put them.
I'm going to second that. I think Germany and Ivory Coast, I'll go with that group as well. Those 2. So Group F now moving on.
I've already told you predictions. I reckon it is Japan first, Netherlands second. I really do.
Sweden and Netherlands I'm going to go. Because they've got Isaac, haven't they?
What, injury-prone Isaac?
If he gets on the pitch.
So tell me what he done for Liverpool this season.
Nothing, but we're going off Liverpool, but he was great at Newcastle. So, and they've got other European stars as well. I think a little bit more than Japan. I'm not saying Japan's not a good team. They did beat Spain in the last Europe was the World Cup, sorry, even.
You're forgetting Japan are a very run team. Just like you were saying with Australia. They are a football nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're footballing in Japan. So
I'm going to put Sweden just ahead of them a little bit because there probably are players in Sweden that may be playing for a Villarreal that we're not aware of that's doing good right now.
But then I would turn around and say that about
Aston
Japan.
Villa.
Because again, they've got this one that plays for Celtic.
Yeah.
They've got the one that plays for Brighton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you're tossing it up, they have got a few players everywhere. I think their defender plays for Bayern Munich.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I still go with Netherlands and Sweden. You're going Japan and Netherlands.
Yeah.
Moving on to Group G. It's not the Belgium of back in the day, but I let you go first, obviously.
I would still say Belgium and Egypt.
Belgium and Egypt.
Yeah.
I mean, me looking at that as well. I'm going to say Belgium and Egypt, but this is a bit controversial here, and I don't want to get cancelled for it, but you wouldn't back Iran to go get it on American turf and beat them to the knockouts, innit?
No, I don't see that. And I don't see New Zealand as well, really. Yeah. I saw them a fight, but...
Yeah. I see Belgium and Egypt. Yeah. I'll back that as well, if I'm honest with you. So, Group H then?
Spain and Uruguay.
Spain and Uruguay.
They'll have the edge against Saudi Arabia and Cape Verde.
Yeah, I'm going to back that as well, just to make it
And
easy.
I feel like Cape Verde are not here for the vibes, but...
They're here for the vibes.
Yeah.
They're here for the vibes. They're here for the... To be fair, if it wasn't for the 48 team format this year, they probably wouldn't even be in the World Cup at all. But so Spain and Uruguay, I think that's quite an easy one for both of us to pick. And this is where it gets a bit sticky for me. I personally think there's... Obviously, France are clear winners, just making that known. But there's Senegal and there's Norway. And I'm not going to dismiss Iraq, but I don't think Iraq's going to win or even get through. So, go true. Group
I just think personally it's France, like you said, and then Senegal.
Yeah.
The power that they have up front and in the middle. They've got players like Papa Sarr. They've got up front, they've got Njai, they've got Nicholas Jackson, Sadio Mane, Semenyo, like
Edu Mende in goal.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe, I can't remember, I haven't looked at their squad, but even Koulibaly as well, centre back. So when you're looking at that, that looks like a strong team to me that can actually.
And you think that over Norway?
Yeah, I really do. Because yet again, Norway, yes, they have got obviously the great Haaland. But at the same time, I've seen in finals that he hasn't, you know what I'm saying?
He even scored for City in the final.
So when we're looking on the biggest of stages,
he's doing the Thierry Henry, getting all the goals but not in the finals. Exactly. And that's no cap.
So when I come to look at that, when they've got Sadio Mane, you know what I mean? Semenyo scored in the final for us as well.
Recently,
so at the end of the day, when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, I think that they're just edge. That Senegal.
So you're going with France and Senegal, and for me, it's a hard one. France are clear. They're going to have a sticky moment or two in that group, but they will go through, right?
Yeah.
Norway, like you said, have the great Haaland, and they have Odegaard, and they probably got other players playing in Europe that are still at a good level.
Most definitely.
But I think as a complete team, I think Senegal... I think Norway's there for the upset, but if I'm keeping it 100, I think France and Senegal are the two that will go through.
You have to go with that.
Yeah. So Group J then, moving on to Group J, the great Lionel Messi, Argentina, World Cup holders at the moment. They're in this group. So go through, what's your two that you think?
This one I think is yet again, it's just like France's group. I don't know. You could really... I put Argentina, Algeria, because... Austria on the day they maybe could do something. Yeah. Jordan, again, you never know because I've never really watched Jordan. They might have a little, you know what I mean, upset in them. But if I'm looking at Group J, Argentina and Algeria.
I think Argentina and Algeria are probably there or thereabouts the two that will. I think Argentina goes through. I think Algeria will scrape through. Yeah. It's a shame they haven't got their real players, isn't it? Because Algeria hasn't got Mahrez, Benzema. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's players
would have been as well. Turkey,
but they're not there. So I'll definitely go with Algeria anyway and Argentina. Group K, moving on now. This is another group where it should be a walkthrough, but I'll let you go through first.
Portugal will have enough. You know what I mean? Their midfield is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who they can come off the bench, because even the great Bernardo Silva don't even start for them, I don't think.
No.
Because I
Bruno
think it will be
Fernandes,
Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha,
Diaz.
and no, in the midfield.
No, I'm just talking about.
Oh, I was going to say,
yeah,
I'm talking about it would probably be Joe Gomez
Yeah.
for PSG, Vitinha for PSG,
Yeah.
and Bruno Fernandes.
And Pedro Neto from Chelsea.
Yeah, on the wing.
You know what I mean?
Then you've got as well, you've got Rafael Leao.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
a
I mean?
strong team.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So it is a very strong team. So yeah, Portugal's all the way through.
Yeah.
But
And
these
who's your
three other
second?
teams. Obviously, it was Kazakhstan. You've got the great Kusanov, the great centre back. But apart from, I don't know, Colombia. I don't know. I really it's you can pick any three of them. Colombia, Uzbekistan, or DR Congo. I really don't. I'll go Congo.
I'm saying Portugal and Colombia. Obviously, Portugal's the obvious one.
Actually, do you know what? Yeah.
Look at the other two.
like,
No disrespect to any of them.
Colombia.
I didn't even know there was a country called
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I already
I didn't even know there was a country called
so,
that. That
yeah.
just sounds like the country Borat was from.
Oh,
And that's like I said. There's no discrimination here. I'm just keeping it 100 in it. We're just having football talks. But Portugal and Colombia. So moving on to Group L, the group England's in. Again, I don't think it's straightforward for the other two teams that I'm looking at, but
I think it's England and Croatia, if we're really being for real.
I'm going to go England and Ghana.
Okay.
I'm going to go England and Ghana. I think what I like about the African teams a little bit more is they have that energy. I think their fans have that energy. I think they play with a nice happiness, a nice belief, and like, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Ghana in this group. I know Croatia's got the Modric's, but he's going to be coming out on a Zimmer frame at this World Cup, isn't he? 41 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But again, experience costs nothing.
Experience, but I think when you've got those energy, those African legs running around you, they're going to be running rings around the old boys in the middle, personally.
Why you say that?
Kovacic as well, he barely plays now, innit? So
yeah,
I think that's going to be the shock one. I think if there's going to be any team that gets knocked out in the early stages, I think Croatia is the one vulnerable team out of that group, if I'm honest with you. So I'm backing Ghana all the way. So England and Ghana for me, England and Croatia for you.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's our World Cup group stage predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So we're moving on now. I think we'll probably go through to the final now. So which two teams are you putting in the final?
Final, I'm putting in. That's very difficult. It's very difficult, but I've always gone with Spain. I reckon they will get to the final.
Yeah.
And probably a France. When I'm looking at the depth of squads, I just think
France is immense. We've not even spent any time on France, but just even if you say Mbappe, Dembele, and
Doué,
and Elise, you know what I mean? Elise from Bayern Munich, he's probably the best.
Ryan Cherky.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. They've got an embarrassing of talent right now, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Kemi and what's in the midfield?
Kante.
Yeah, Kante.
Oh my God, he's still running that midfield from what I've seen.
Saliba,
the goalkeeper, like they got a good squad, man. You know what I mean? France is running things. But your prediction, so you're going with France and Spain final.
Yeah, I'm going Spain and France.
Yeah,
I'm going Spain to win.
Spain to win. How many goals? What's the prediction?
I think 2-1.
2-1 to France.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2-1 to Spain. Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah. I'm
gonna go France. I think France will definitely get to that final. I think Mbappe is not letting it go this time. You know what I mean? he got his hat trick in the last one, and he's doing it again. But I think France and Germany.
Yeah.
I think France and Germany, and my reason for Germany is because they've never had superstars. So let's just get that straight. Like Thomas Müller was a superstar at Bayern Munich, but I'm saying, you have the global stars. You know what I mean? They don't have an Mbappe. They don't have in the past, the Ronaldos and the Messis, the one man that's going to completely do it. But then they have a man like Mario Götze, who just comes and scores a goal against Argentina to win it for them. So I think Germany are going to be the dark horse that will go through, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I think France to win the World Cup.
Okay.
Did I say Germany to win the World Cup?
No.
No, I just said Germany. I was just thinking, have I just said two things in one segment? No, so Germany final, Germany and France final, and I think France to win it, and they're going to spank them 3-1.
Okay.
That's my predictions there. So, we'll keep this one short and simple. Top goal scorers. Who do you think is going to get, golden boot of the World Cup?
Well, I don't think I can really put it down to one person. I'm just thinking in England, it could be Harry Kane.
Mm-hmm.
In France, it could be Mbappe.
Yeah.
It could be Elise.
Yeah.
Brazil, it could be...
Neymar's coming back.
Neymar's
coming back, bro.
Neymar, if Neymar and Vinicius can team up, I can see Neymar getting
That's
to the top.
going to be mad. And those two boys even played together before.
Yeah.
They have. Yeah, okay.
they have.
Only because Neymar's not been present since he left PSG pretty much, hasn't he?
Well,
He's still been playing,
injured,
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they said he hasn't played a competitive 90 minutes since 2023.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Great Neymar. But, so, all right.
And then obviously you've got to put Messi because...
As the top scorer?
Yeah. Because you got to think...
It's hard, isn't it? Because you only need to score 4 goals to get it. Sometimes.
Yeah.
In these World Cups.
Literally.
It's not like you're going to say who's going to get 20 goals. Because that's a different subject. That's saying that, the obvious ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you might get a Turkey might go and get...
A Lukaku can go get you know what I'm saying, top goal scorer. You got, obviously,
Look at the group
South Korea, you got Heung-min Son.
Yeah.
You know? In South Korea, you got Heung-min Son. I don't want to point in it.
Just from looking at the groups, I mean, I think if I'm looking at the groups, it's hard to say, but I think you're there or thereabouts. Your arguments are going to be the Mbappes and the Harry Kanes, but if I was to put one name on the sheet that comes to mind, who's going to get top goal scorer, because we'll be here all day, I'm going to go with Mbappe to score the most goals in the World Cup. France win, Mbappe.
You wouldn't be wrong if you said that. But yet again, like I said, we didn't even talk about Portugal.
Yeah.
The great Cristiano Ronaldo could go on a hat trick. Two scored.
Look at the teams he's got.
Exactly.
Pakistan or Congo.
That's
a hat trick in each of them.
Congo. That's two. That's you know what I'm saying. That's 6 goals. Uzbekistan as well, and then Colombia get a 2. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 goals right there. So really and truly, it's, like I said, from different nations, you could say, all right, boom. Not me, like I said, Messi could have 3 kicks. You know what I'm saying? 3 free kicks and 2 penalties. There you go. He's done it. You know what I'm saying?
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
But listen, bro, like I said, man, respect for today. And like I said, we're going to be doing segments and episodes throughout this World Cup. The times of the games are a bit harsh on UK time because they're like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. So I'm not going to be up every night watching every single game. I'm going to watch the highlights of every single game so I can make a verdict from some of the games I may have missed from the live matches. But the live matches we're going to be in touch with. We're going to be talking everything World Cup 2026, and of course, England, we got to talk about them. That's our nation. Is it coming home, guys? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. World Cup 2026 is coming home.